I'm gonna take over Borussia Dortmund for the next 10 seasons. The goal is to finally end Bayern Munich's dominance. Aren't we all tired to see Bayern Munich win trophy after trophy? It's about time Germany have a new #1 club. And why not Borussia Dortmund? But to make them the best club in Germany, we're gonna have to complete some challenges, like winning the Bundesliga 5 times. And over 10 seasons, that's gonna be tough. Especially considering Bayern Munich have literally won the last 10 Bundesligas. How crazy is that? We're also going to have to show Bayern Munich head-to-head, because one of the challenges is beating them in 3 finals. Now, that's going to be tricky. Also, winning 3 Champions Leagues. I mean, you can't be the best club in the world without winning the most important trophy. And apart from that, we've got some fun challenges like reviving Jadon Sancho's career, which basically means we need to get him to his highest ever FIFA overall, which I think is 87. And finally, we need to develop 3 Dortmund talents to a 92+ overall. I mean, Dortmund has a history of creating some of the world's best players, so I'm looking forward to completing that. But Season 1, this is the team we've got. Definitely a lot of talent, especially with players like Schlotterbeck. I think he's going to be huge for us. Gregor Kobel is literally my favorite goalkeeper to sign in career mode because he's so good. And yeah, we've got some ballers like Moukoko and Adeyemi, and I'm already thinking these are the kind of players we can get to a 92+ overall. But yup, in the first season, I think the goal is to start making a wave by maybe winning the Bundesliga. But I think to do that, we're going to need some signings, and Dortmund aren't the richest club. We've got 83 million to spend. Also, don't forget, we're only allowed 2 signings per season. And I'm thinking if we can maybe bring in a left back this season, maybe a midfielder, because I think Dortmund haven't really replaced Jude Bellingham properly. If we do that, I can see this team going pretty far. But hey, you thought I was going to escape the wheel? That's right, the wheel of career mode is still going to be here every season to ruin our lives. Some seasons, though, the wheel might help us win at the Bundesliga, but other times it might just send our best players to Bayern Munich, and to be fair, that's what happens in real life. But we don't need that today. Yo, just don't send my players to Bayern Munich in the first season. Like, calm down. Instead, we're gonna have to accept the first 2 offers from a Premier League club. Absolutely brilliant. But you know what, guys? This is the life of Borussia Dortmund. They build up all these talents, but then they just get signed by, like, the big Premier League clubs or Bayern Munich, which is definitely worse. All right, and let's see the couple of offers we get from Premier League clubs. We got our first offer, but it's for just a random guy. Nobody cares about you, dude. He doesn't even have a face in game. But yeah, only Premier League club offers count. No, not him. Not Moukoko. Manchester United, you can't be doing that. No, he's our most talented player. Bruh, Youssoufa Moukoko. And I have to accept it. I don't have a choice. This might be the most painful start to a takeover I've ever experienced. Moukoko leaving us. Do you know what? Remember the challenge we've got to develop 3 players than 92+ overall? He was one of them. But guess what? He's not gonna be one of them. He's gone. The worst thing is we still need to sell 1 more player. We've got an offer for Sabitzer, but it's from Sevilla. We don't have to sell him. No way. I cannot believe this. Nico Schlotterbeck. Spurs have come in for him. I know they're paying a great fee, but Schlotterbeck was a player I wanted to build the team around. I even mentioned him at the start. Yo, why does this feel like Dortmund in real life? We're just having to sell our best players to other clubs. Bro, this is literally what Dortmund do in real life. But hey, in spite of this, we're gonna have to find a way to win trophies. Okay, at least our budget's gone up to 150 million. We can use that to make some good signings. Okay, first of all, with Moukoko gone, I think the plan is to make Marlon our striker, and then I guess we'll put Adeyemi down the wing, but that only solves our attacking problem. We still kind of need a defender. Sula's good, but I kind of want someone better than Hummels, because look at that pace, he can't run. At least we've solved our centre-back problem, because I'm bringing in a Brazilian defender, Bremer from Juventus. He's actually good, but he cost us 70 mil. Good thing we got the money from all those player sales. Yo, our highest rated right back is 76 rated. I think we definitely need an improvement there. And since we do have the money, I'm gonna sign Jeremiah Frimpong. Nah, guys, I'm kidding. We've signed him way too many times, and I've been seeing your comments. You guys have been making memes about me signing Frimpong, so we're not doing it today.
Yeah, they had us the first half, I'm not gonna lie.
Instead, we're signing Pedro Porro from Spurs. Now, that's much better. The first team's looking decent with that. But we do have one issue. I don't really see any 3 players that we can develop above 92 overall, man. That's something we need to consider. I mean, Adeyemi is definitely definitely one of them, unless the wheel decides to ship him away elsewhere. Maybe Marlon? Sancho? I'm not so sure. For now, though, we're gonna make it through the Bundesliga season. And while we get through the first season, let me tell you the reason we're doing a Dortmund 10 seasons video. It's because of you guys. In last week's 10 season episode, I asked you guys which club we should manage next, and the top comment was Dortmund. And on this video, whichever team is the top comment, we're gonna do a 10 seasons takeover with them next week. So get commenting. Oh, and while you're down there, subscribe to the channel. End of the season, and this is not a good start. We got dumped out of the Champions League. Okay, but wait a minute. We just made a comeback and reached the Europa League final. I'll take that. Don't forget, we're also keeping account of how many trophies we can win over the course of these 10 seasons. So this is kind of important. Let's keep winning as many trophies as possible, and the first one is not gonna be today. Bruh, how do you lose a Europa League final? Oh, but looks like we've got another chance, the German Cup. I wish we were facing Bayern Munich. That could have helped with one of the challenges. But nevertheless, let's get our first trophy with Borussia Dortmund. Can we do it? Yes, we can. That is trophy number 1, and hopefully the first of many. But the important thing is, how have we done in the Bundesliga? Can we actually win our first league title? Ooh, Leverkusen finishing 6th is a surprise. Oh, we've done it. Yo, by 1 point. How? I'm so surprised. That's our second trophy and the first Bundesliga title. I think we took complete advantage of how terrible Bayern Munich are these days. Also, I think it was because of Gregor Kobel. Yo, he's 90 rated. He's going to be the reason we win all the trophies. Oh, look at Daniel Marlon. He smashed it. Pedro Porro from right back with 15 goals. What is happening? Also, Jadon Sancho's revival is kind of happening. He's up to an 83 overall. Oh, but wait, I forgot he's on loan. And to complete the challenge, I think we're gonna have to sign him back. Talking about signings, is there someone missing in this team? We've got Marco Reus in here. Wait a minute. No freaking way, man. Julian Brandt has left the club and joined PSG out of nowhere. This is literally what Borussia Dortmund have to deal with every season. Like, we've made some progress this season with the challenges, but it's just gonna keep getting difficult. We've made it to season 2, but really, man, managing Dortmund is a task. So many players have left. Of course, we saw what happened with Julian Brandt, and also Sancho back to his parent club. And apart from that, Marco Reus is retired. The only good thing is Giovanni Reina is back from his loan spell, and I think we could make him a key player. But yeah, there's a lot of transfers I think we need to make to improve this team. Otherwise, I don't think we're gonna win the Bundesliga again. Oh, we've got the craziest budget ever, though I was not expecting that. 230 million. I guess that's what we get for winning the league. But hey, let's not get too excited. The wheel could still crush our dreams. And that's exactly what it's doing. Injury crisis. 3 first-team players are going to be out for the full season. All right, let's see who's heading to the hospital first. Brilliant. It's our recent signing, Bremer. Well, that's our best defender season completely crushed. Let's see who's getting sent to the hospital next. And no way. That's literally our only other good centre-back gone. The state of this, guys. We don't have a decent centre-back for the season. Just please don't be anyone good. And looks like it's going to be our left-back, Ben Sebaini. That's our defense just crushed. Bro, just looking at this makes me sad. Our 3 players in the defense are not going to be available for the season. Okay, thankfully we've got Reyesin, who we can use as our starting left back. That shouldn't be too bad. But Koulibaly is our only other decent centre back. He's going to have to go into the team. We now need to sign a defender. And since we've got 230 million, we're signing Antonio Silva from Benfica. And guys, he's a 20-year-old wonder kid, 81 rated. This is like a perfect Dortmund kind of signing. That's not going to be enough, though. We're going to need another centre-back. But we also need to sign Jadon Sancho. I think Koulibaly, we're going to have to trust you with holding the fort. Because for our second signing, we're saving Sancho from Erik ten Hag and signing him back for Dortmund. Wait a minute, guys. Suddenly, Sancho has gone up to an 85 overall. That means we're actually pretty close to getting him to an 87 overall, which if we do, we complete one of our challenges. Because that was his highest ever FIFA rating, which I think he had in FIFA 21. But yeah, for Season 2, that's the team we've got. Massive injury crisis at the club. Let's see how we deal with it. Oh, wait a minute, guys. We've got the German Super Cup final and it's against Bayern. One of our challenges is to beat them in finals. This is a way to assert dominance. Oh, but with the injury crisis, I'm not so sure if we can do it, but let's give it a go and see what happens. And it's not good at all. Bayern crushed us. Oh, and yeah, with the injury crisis, this season's been tough. RB Leipzig actually won the Bundesliga. We can be happy knowing that we finished above Bayern. But yeah, no German Cup for us. Champions League, though, a bit improvement. We topped our group, but ultimately RB Leipzig knocked us out in the quarters. Next season, with the players returning from injury, I'm hoping we can bounce back. All right, boys, season 3, and we do have a bit of good news, and that's Bremer and Sula and even Ben Sebaini, they're all back. But look at their overall. Sula down to 82, Bremer's 83. They've been crushed. To get back to winning the Bundesliga, we need to make some good signings and improve this team. Oh, but since we didn't win the league, our budget's gone down back to 83 million. This is brilliant. But you know what, guys? We're starting to find some hidden gems in this team. Adeyemi's up to 87. I think we could make Reina a really good player. And Mecca is another one of those hidden gems we found. So yeah, we just need to make some good signings, and I think we can get back to winning the league. But first, are we gonna get a good challenge for once? And okay, yep, this is good. Every win versus Bayern Munich, we get to steal a player. For once, guys, we get to steal players from Bayern Munich. This could be huge. All right, guys, let's do our best to build a squad capable of beating Bayern. With 83 million, though, I think we can only sign one player. And I guess our left back is the weakest position. And okay, I've just signed Valentin Barco, one of the most promising left backs from Argentina. But even with that, is this team good enough to beat Bayern? I mean, nothing will happen if we don't beat them, but an opportunity to steal some of their players. I can't let go of it. Here we go, guys. First league game against this super Bayern team. Well, to be fair, they don't look nearly as good as they used to. Maybe this is our chance. We've got our full first team back at least. Come on, a win against them could be huge. We don't. I would have loved to steal Musiala from them. Just give them a taste of their own medicine. Here we go again. Another game against Bayern Munich, and hopefully this time we've got what it takes to beat them. And yes, we do. Let's go. We've actually beaten Bayern Munich for the first time, and now we get to steal a player from their club. Question is, who do we go for? Harry Kane's an option. We could do with an insane striker, but he is 32 years old. Yo, it has to be Jamal Musiala. He'll single-handedly transform us into potentially a Champions League winning club. We're doing this. We've pulled off the heist of the century. This feels like revenge for the Mario Götze transfer. And with Sancho coming in, we've crushed our competition. Bundesliga in the bag. That's also our third trophy. No way we've got another chance to beat Bayern Munich in a cup final. Come on, we've even stolen Musiala from them. Surely we can beat them here, and yes, we do. That's our fourth trophy, and also this helps with the challenges. Also, things are looking good in the Champions League. We topped our group, knocked out Man United, got through Inter. Oh my god, on penalties, we knocked out Barca. We now have a Champions League final. Nah, man, stealing Musiala has got to be the best thing that's happened to us. But let's see if it's good enough to help us win the Champions League against City, and yes, it is. Musiala ended up scoring the winner. Bro, how is this even happening? Bayern have legit helped us win the Champions League. Just look at the season the likes of Adeyemi and Marlon have had. Was expecting more from Sancho, but still, 9 assists, 4 goals. And also, we've got him to an 87 overall. That's his highest ever FIFA rating. Yes, indeed, we've revived his career. And with that, we complete our first challenge. With Musiala coming in, I think we can go on a streak of dominance. Okay, wait a minute. Our challenge for Season 4, Bayern Munich to sign your best player? Well, that was quick. Jamal Musiala is back at Bayern Munich. I mean, I can't complain. The wheel gives and the wheel takes. But hey, Musiala's cameo got us the Champions League. It's our job to build on it. And the truth is, we do have a really good team. 121 million in the budget as well. I'm thinking, guys, it finally might be time to get an upgrade on our centre-back position. It's such a shame that Bremer's career got ruined by the wheel. Guys, I'm wondering what happened to Schlotterbeck, who remember we had to sell in the first season. Yo, he's 86 rated. Why not just bring him back? I'm gonna use Bremer in this swap deal. Bremer could have been so good for us, man, if the wheel had not given him an ACL injury. But anyway, Schlotterbeck's heading back to Dortmund. Oh, with Schlotterbeck, the team is definitely looking really good. Also, we've got a couple of players that could be touching that 92 overall, like Adeyemi, Pedro Porro. That would help us complete one of our challenges. Let's get through the season and see if we can complete it. But without Musiala, Bayern Munich got the better of us by just a point. But hang on, we surprisingly made back-to-back Champions League finals. It's so difficult winning the Champions League. To go back-to-back would just be crazy. Can we actually pull this off? Yes, indeed. That's our second Champions League already. We need just one more. Do you know what? I look at this team though, and I'm not surprised we won the Champions League again. It's actually insane. Very underrated because we've not really made too many crazy signings. We've just developed the likes of Adeyemi, Pedro Porro, and having Kobel at the back is so clutch. Also, he's our first 92 rated player, and that counts. If we can just get Adeyemi and Porro to cross 92, we're done with another challenge. It's time for season 5, and I think we've already built a Dortmund super team, but let's just hope the wheel doesn't ruin everything. We've still got a lot of challenges to complete, and okay, you found the next big German talent. Check your youth academy. The wheel is helping us out even more. All right, time to check our youth academy and see what the wheel has got cooking. Oh, Robert Hoffman, 72 rated CDM. That potential's crazy. He's got the most German name ever, like Hoffman. But yep, it's awesome. It's a brilliant gift from the wheel. Do you know what? I'm gonna put him on the bench. I think soon he could be the one to replace Emre Can, because Emre Can is getting old. He's 33. Yep, we're gonna build Hoffman to be exactly that. To go along with Hoffman, we're also signing another wonder kid, Luca Romero. I mean, can't go wrong with more squad depth. This season, I want to see Adeyemi and Pedro Porro at a 92 overall. With that, we'll complete one of our challenges. And let's get through the season to see if we can do it. End of the season, and not only do we have Adeyemi at 92 and Pedro Porro at 92, but even Marlon has done it. That's right, that's another challenge ticked off. I was not expecting Daniel Marlon to become this good. That's what happens when you pick a few players and trust them. They repay you with crazy performances. Another good season for Marlon and even Adeyemi. And Giovanni Reina slowly climbing up to be an important player too. But did all of this result in trophies? Well, yes, we've won another Bundesliga. That's our 7th trophy and 3rd Bundesliga. And make that 8 trophies. We were also in the UEFA Super Cup this season, which we did end up winning. So that's our 9th trophy. But in the Champions League, it was Arsenal of all clubs that knocked us out. Hey, we can't be winning the Champions League every season. Looking at our challenges, we still need to win the Champions League one more time. And maybe next season, it's gonna be the one. Okay, why does it feel like the wheel has been really kind to me lately? And is that going to continue? I think so. Give Dortmund's most loyal player his prime rating. Who would Dortmund's most loyal player be? And I think there could be only one player who gets that tag. Marco Reus. For almost his entire career, he stayed at Dortmund. There were opportunities. He could have betrayed them and joined Bayern Munich like Lewandowski, Mario Götze, Mats Hummels. But nah, he didn't do that. And would you look at this, boys? The wheel has got us a prime Marco Reus back. Oh, he's got an 88 rating with crazy stats. 88 was the highest rating he's ever had in any FIFA. Nah, that's legit a crazy addition to this team. Okay, we can still make some improvements like I think Emre Can, like we could do with the better CDM, but I kind of want to use Hoffman and make him insane because he's got the potential. Bit of a risk, but we're going to use Hoffman this season. Well, let's see if the risk will pay off in the German Super Cup final. We're playing Bayern Munich, and remember, we need to beat Bayern Munich in 3 different finals. We've already done it once. The problem is we're only meeting them in the German Super Cup, nowhere else. So yeah, every time we do face them, it really matters. And let's hope we can actually beat Bayern Munich and get our 2nd win in finals over them. And yes, indeed, that is what we've done. And look at Marco Reus turning back time and getting the goal against them. And also the risk in trusting Robert Hoffman, it paid off. He's up to an 81 overall. Same rating as Emre Can. I think, yep, we're making Hoffman our starting CDM. But it wasn't enough to win the Bundesliga. RB Leipzig are proving to be a more annoying team than Bayern Munich. Okay, we're playing Leipzig in the cup. Let's get a bit of revenge by beating them in this one. That's more like it. That's trophy number 11, by the way. Let's also see how we fared in the Champions League. And yeah, I'm not surprised. We've built a super team, the best team in Germany. Well, actually, the best team's Leipzig because they beat us to the Bundesliga. But still, if we can win the Champions League, we're going to be the best team in Europe. And can we do it again? No. Did we actually just lose a Champions League final? Especially with this kind of a super team? Nah, that's a bit of an L. Nah, I think we've missed missed a massive opportunity to complete the Champions League objective, because we're now spinning the wheel for Season 7, and the wheel has been very kind to us lately, but I don't think it's gonna be kind now. We need to generate 200 million of player sales, and also we cannot make any transfers. This is where the Dortmund collapse begins. I guess it's actually time to do what Dortmund do in real life and transfer list a lot of players. Okay, 200 million. We could generate that by just selling Adeyemi, but do I want to do that? Absolutely not. Do you know what? I think it might be best to sacrifice Giovanni Reina, because we've got Marco Reus. Players like Sancho can play there too. I think, yup, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know if it's the right call. We're lucky the wheel gave us Marco Reus. That's gonna allow us to do this. Okay, we do have an offer for Giovanni Reina, but it's only 170 million. We need more money. Let's delegate and try and get as much as possible. Okay, Juventus are willing to pay a lot more. We just need the biggest deal as close to 200 mil as possible. Oh, no way. Juventus have pulled out of the negotiations. Okay, wait. PSG, they're only willing to pay 170? Okay, surely we can get a bit more money for him. We're gonna have to sell more players if we can't max out this deal. Okay, let's try 180 million. At least then we'll only have to sell like a 20 million worth player. But nah, it's not gonna work. Okay, let's just try and max it out. 175. Bro, this is crazy. I think we can only get like 170 million for Reina, and that's gonna be my next offer. And well, we're gonna have to sell him for 170. Well, it's Dortmund doing Dortmund type things. We've been forced to sell Giovanni Reina. The thing is, we're not done yet. We still need to generate 30 million more in player sales. Do you know what? Will selling Emre Can help us with that? We've got a 13.8 million offer for him. Let's delegate and try and get the maximum. Wow, we messed up that transfer. Brilliant. Oh, what about Ryerson? I don't mind selling him. If we get this up to 30 million, perfectly fine. And yup, let's go. And that's the 200 million in player sales we've just generated. But yes, the team has definitely been weakened by that. Hopefully we can still win trophies. No transfers, no problem, because we still end up winning the Bundesliga. And also the German Super Cup, but I wish it was against Bayern. That would have helped us complete a challenge. That puts us on 13 trophies. And of course, Champions League final yet again. This time I'm hoping we don't lose. Our team is absolutely cracked, boys. Like, there's no way we're losing this. Adeyemi is literally the best player in the game right now. Come on, we win this Champions League. 3 out of the 3 required, and no way we've lost again? Are you actually joking? How do we end up losing back-to-back Champions League finals? Oh no, to make things worse, for Season 8, we're bankrupt. The club is transfer banned. Also, you have to accept the first 3 transfer offers. How are we going to win another Champions League like this? The amount of high-rated players we've got, and the fact that, you know, transfer offers can come in and they'll all be gone. We're going to be modded. Plus, we don't really have much squad depth. No way, guys. The first offer is already coming, and it's for Nicolas Sula. Do you know what? That might not be a bad thing, because he's down to 78 overall, and he's 34. Well, he can leave. Guys, the second offer we get is for our backup goalkeeper, Lotka. Bro, we're so lucky. He can happily leave too. Oh, this is a bad one. We've now got a transfer offer from Spurs. Antonio Silva, a 91 rated centre-back, and we have to sell him. This is definitely the worst player sale, and probably the one that's going to impact us the most, but we have accepted our first 3 transfer offers, and oh boy, has our squad been downgraded. We've got to play Koulibaly as our second centre-back, but to be fair, the rest of the team is still pretty good, so I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, we can at least win the Bundesliga. Well, bankruptcy, no problem, because we still end up winning the Bundesliga, and that's Bundesliga number 5. Another challenge ticked off. We're on the road to making Dortmund the greatest German club of all time. Also, we've secured our 15th trophy by winning the German Super Cup. Kind of would have wished we would be playing Bayern Munich in the final, man, because we still need to beat them in one more final. But meanwhile, we don't make it to the Champions League. That's literally the only thing we need to do now. Win another Champions League. But we've got just 2 seasons to make it happen. All right, guys, Season 9, and do I even need to say it? We are desperately in need for a centre-back, because look at the team, except Koulibaly in there. Everybody's like crazy high rated. Okay, but why isn't our Youth Academy CDM not growing? I guess we had him on the wrong development plan. This season, I want you to grow, Robert. But yeah, we need to bring in some centre-backs. How much money do we have? 192 million. Not bad. Can the wheel finally help us? Absolutely brilliant. Every loss versus Bayern Munich, they steal a random first-team player. This is just what we needed. Okay, let's just sign a centre-back to make our defense so good that we don't lose to Bayern. I think Josko Guardiol would be huge. He has played in the Bundesliga before for Leipzig. All right, we've got the big man himself, Josko Guardiol, joining Dortmund. Okay, so when Guardiol comes coming in. Let's please just not lose to Bayern. To start with, we're playing Wolfsburg in the Super Cup. I would have preferred Bayern to just get that finals win over them, but I don't know, man. It's not happening. We're not drawing against them, but hey, we get our 16th trophy this way. All right, guys, first game against Bayern. If after spending almost 9 seasons to build this Dortmund team, we end up losing to Bayern, it's just embarrassing. We're not losing. There you go. And it's time for round 2 against Bayern, the second league game, and you know what? We're not losing. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a draw. That's perfectly fine for us. And that means nobody is going to Bayern. We've stopped the trend of Dortmund players leaving to join Bayern Munich. Wait a minute, guys. We missed out on winning the Bundesliga this season. Thankfully, we've already hit our target of 5. Oh, wow. And we've also lost the German Cup final. But okay, the most important thing is winning our 3rd Champions League. That's what we're chasing, and we have reached the final. Okay, there's no way we're losing 3 straight finals in the Champions League. No. That is not happening. Let's win it this time. I can't believe this. I literally can't believe this. We might fail our challenge because of this. Now we've got just 1 season left to win the Champions League. Please, can the final challenge at least help us out? Sign any former Dortmund player. Okay, now we're talking. Okay, realistically, there are only 2 former Dortmund players that could be insane for us, and one of them is Jude Bellingham. The other one, Erling Haaland. But the question is, who do we get? Because we've already got Marlon up top, and he looks insane. And Mecca in midfield is pretty decent too. Do you know what, though? Jude Bellingham back at Dortmund. I think I'd love that. Haaland's good. He's amazing. But Marlon is scoring all the goals for us. I think Jude Bellingham. Yup. We're going to go with him. Tough choice, but we're bringing Jude Bellingham back to Dortmund. With Jude in the team, we've got the ultimate squad for the final season. All we need is the Champions League and hopefully matching up against Bayern in a final. Let's get through the season to see if we can complete all our challenges. Okay, at least we're back to winning the Bundesliga. That's another trophy to our count. Oh, but we lost the German Cup and we couldn't get a game against Bayern, man. And there was no German Super Cup, which means we failed the challenge to beat Bayern in 3 finals. I mean, that's not my fault. We only faced them like in 2 finals and we won both. But come on, let's at least get the Champions League, our 3rd Champions League. We've topped our group. Oh my god, on penalties we got through in the round of 16. No, how did we get knocked out in the quarterfinals? I knew it, man. Losing all those Champions Leagues, it was gonna cost us. And so we end up failing 2 out of the 5 challenges, which is a shame. But to be fair, the amount of trophies we won and this insane team that we built over these 10 seasons, I think we did our job of making Dortmund the alpha club of the Bundesliga. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, watch me spend 10 years trying to rebuild Man United. Now, boy, was that challenging. Click here to watch that.